Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the Morning Glory podcast.
Oh, we are live. Shit.
We
All right.
are.
Let me put these away.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Coop here, back for the Morning Glory podcast. Episode 61 is today, and 61. Wow,
We're getting real close to 68 or 70.
we're getting really close to 62. We gotta make sure that we're on time, though. But
we're getting there. We're getting
there. But we now that basically it's gonna be a lot of fun today's show because there's a lot of things I need to go over with everything. It's but first of all, I want to introduce my co-host as always. We've got Ray Rock and Dayton in the house today. What are you doing,
Woo!
boy?
Happy Mother's Day, y'all. I love you.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Happy with Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, except my mother.
Oh my God, that's just wrong.
Well, I don't talk to her anymore. She's dead. Just to me,
well, you can still talk to her.
I could talk to her, just only in nightmares. That's all. Maybe that.
Oh God! Oh my God! No.
It's taking less and less time each week for this to go dark.
Straight to dark.
My mother is like, the Freddy of nightmares, but it's just like,
oh man,
she would have the claws and everything, but instead she would just nag the shit out of you until you like start crying in tears and wake up, and like it was all just nightmare. So,
hey, what are the odds of a lightning bolt just coming down and striking his ass right now? Oh my God!
It would give you probably a new hairdo for sure. So,
dude, what's your hair even look like these days? We're
That's
always wearing hats. I don't know what anybody's hair looks like.
Now that's shock humor. I'm trying to go there, ladies and gentlemen, but that's pretty shitty shock humor. All right, enough with the puns. What was that you were saying, Ray Rock?
I forget. I don't know. I talk just to hear myself. You guys know this.
Hey. Well, let's catch up with you guys. What's going on with Dayton's world, except for whatever he was dreaming about 20 minutes late.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I was dreaming about because it's a PG show, right?
You were dreaming about having sex with me again, weren't you? Don't lie.
No,
you got me. You got me again.
No, I know. He was dreaming about being the next host of Blue's Clues. That's exactly what it is.
What was the dude's name from Blue's Clues? I always forget it.
I have no idea, but actually I found out a recent documentary on him, what he's doing now.
What is he doing now?
He's being a loser, I guess. He's just
nice. Good for him.
I have no idea what he's doing now, but he's just got his hair completely shaved, and he's wearing glasses. Anything. He like talks like extremely like computer techish kind of thing. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys might want to look him up. What he's doing now, the host of Blue's Clues.
I just might do that.
But I did not know that the UK actually has their own version.
I don't have a clue what Blue's Clues is.
Oh, thank God.
For real?
For real.
Wow. Finley would love that.
So the UK actually has a version of that. Actually, that I found. That's why. But apparently, it's a children's show that I saw in America, and basically, it's this little dog called Blue, and they would try and find clues. It's like a little like solving show kind of thing, where you got to find the paw prints and then put all of them together and makes one big clue of what the dog wants to do at the end of the show. So,
get it? Blue's Clues.
Yeah. Anyways, but I guess that joke. Well, that's what happens with shitty humor, right? But
oh my God.
Hey, but what's going on with what else? What's going on with Ray Rock's world?
With me?
Ray Rock. Where Ray Rock?
Ray Rock's
I sound like Elmer Fudd.
Ray Rock's World. A lot. Right now, I have my brother, sister-in-law, my 2 nieces up.
Oh, nice.
And as I'm looking out the window, they're probably going to pop in pretty soon. They're getting ready to go. But I got a really cool story to tell you guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to lay it down what the story is?
Yep. No, I'm just going to throw that out there and just leave it.
All right. Just leave us teasing, We'll just... Okay, you start telling it, and then we cut to black, and then wait till the next episode.
Yeah, when the punchline comes, is all right.
Sorry, that was a punch in the throat for me.
I've been dying to say, tell somebody at least, anyway.
Oh,
I
apologize.
All right, so what was it? Less than a week ago, when I went down to Philly. Damn.
Tough crowd.
Sorry.
Damn.
It's
let me get right to the point. We walk into George's Music, right? Go right back, Pop and I, right? Go back, see, I thought we were just looking at drums or whatnot. Here the dude, without my knowing, went and bought me a full Tama drum kit. All souped up, dude.
Wow.
It's not up here just yet, and I don't know exactly how it's going to work out because this room needs to be soundproofed because they're, well, not electronic drums, they're real, and they're extremely loud, so going to be an adjustment, but they're fucking beautiful, so that kind of left me speechless, like that was the last thing I was expecting, especially having another kit already, at the that's why my real drums ain't up here, but now this room's got. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with me. Other than that, I'm tired, dude.
Well, hey man, you got an awesome new drum kit coming your way, right? So.
You're not kidding. I'll send you guys a picture. I took a picture before I even knew he had it reserved for me, and it's like it's not all. It was just set up just so I could see it. I had no idea. And if you know me, I talk too much. That actually left me speechless. I had to leave the room. I'm like, man, say what? Why?
That's
awesome. A hell of a just because gift. You know what I mean? Here we go. We got incoming.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. It's great how people like that are just really great.
You're leaving right now? You want to say hi? Okay. Hang on, fellas. Be right there.
All right. Sounds good. We'll talk to Dayton for a bit, too. Dayton, so what else is going on with you? What was it that you actually fell asleep to again?
I was just watching. Well, I was tired anyway, so I just put Jurassic Park on, the new one.
The new one that you fell asleep to. Jurassic, yeah. The first or the second one?
The second
okay.
one.
I've not seen that one. That's with Chris Pratt. It's supposed to be pretty funny, but I guess what is it bad?
No, it's a really good movie. I'd seen it before, but like I say, I was tired anyway. I just thought I'll put something on, and I fell asleep. So
I think I've done something similar to Jurassic Park. I think I've fallen similar to like Jurassic Park 2. I think there was a scene where I was actually like petrified of like these raptors that I think they were going through the field, and all these raptors are like sneaking up and taking down these guys or something like that. And that was like the scariest moment for me at Jurassic Park. I've actually gotten nightmares when I was a kid because of that scene. I've always thought raptors.
Just in case you ever walk into a field and it happens to you.
Yeah, because that's we actually lived. I used to live in a field, or I didn't live in a field, but we had a giant like wheat field, right? So I'd always go as a kid through the field and that to play games, but I'd always be afraid because of that scene. If raptors were ever gonna like come out and like suck me down and eat me or something. I always had fear. Sorry, I'm still trying to get over a cold as well. Like last week, man, no, the week before, I've had like a cold for 9 days or something like that. So I've had a really sore throat. So I haven't been able to talk much. But I just want to quickly give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat room there. We've got Linda here. I see that's Mama Rock, I think.
Hi, Mama Rock. Happy Mother's Day.
I see Ray Rock. I see Ray Sean. What's going on, Ray Sean?
Oh,
That's
yo,
Ray.
it is incredibly cold and raining outside. Ugh.
Wow, it's like I'm being out here in British Columbia again. I'm like drenched in sweat by 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Or in the morning. But sorry, at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. That didn't even make sense. Whoops.
Come on, Coop. Pull it together.
I gotta smoke some more weed. It's my birthday. Well, not technically, but
It is in New Zealand. I promise you that.
So technically, all people in New Zealand go take a shot for me if you ever see it. Okay, so shout out to the chat. Who else is there? I see my boy Ray Sean is there. Shout out to Ray Sean and Happy Mother's Day. Our thoughts to Ray Sean's mother as well. Shout out to him. And who else we got in the chat? We've got Indigo. Shout out to Indigo. Happy Mother's Day to Indigo and her family as well.
I always forget to do this to refresh this.
Jim Kays, what's up, Jim? What's going on? Happy Mother's Day to you and your family, Jim. Thanks for taking the time to be here, bro. And Toasted Comedy is a very old friend of mine.
Cool, Jim.
What?
Gotcha.
What's up, Toasted Comedy? It's been a while since I've seen you, bud. Happy Mother's Day to you and your family, bro. Hopefully the comedy scene's going good for you as well. What else we got? What am I seeing in the chat here? Yeah, that's. I think I haven't missed anybody. Thank you, Coop. Oh, thanks. All right, so I think I've caught up with the chat. And
looks like
also, Happy Mother's Day to both of you as well. Both to Dayton and your family, Dayton, and to Ray Rocks as well.
Thank you, sir.
So, besides from
it's not actually Mother's Day here, but thank you.
What? It's not Mother's Day out there?
Really?
No.
I thought this was universal.
No. I think. I can't even remember when it was. Ours has already been. I think. I hope.
Is it just a North American deal, or?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
This is something we invented other than the English language with squirrel, all right?
Oh, man. Yo, squirrel.
Come on, you got to get on top of this shit. We invented this shit. Come on, Dayton.
It is a squirrel.
What did he say? I speak better English than you two clowns.
Oh man! So why is it? What? So do you guys even have a Mother's Day out there?
Oh yeah, we still have one. Father's Day as well. They're just on different dates to yourselves.
Okay, so when is Mother's Day to you guys?
I cannot remember.
Nice.
I hope I haven't missed it. I don't think I have. I'm thinking what it is, because obviously it's like a Hallmark holiday or whatever. They're just, spreading their money out throughout the year, so they just do it a different time of year for a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hey, I still even give my mother like a free gift card for lunch or something like that. It's like. That's what I did. Is for my stepmother here, I got her like she likes sushi. So, do you guys like sushi at all?
I love sushi.
Man,
I can't stand sushi.
Really? Okay.
Well, to be honest, I can't eat hardly any seafood. I can eat maybe
For real?
a battered piece of cod from like fish and chips.
Like the fried
frozen
English
stuff?
version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is it just like you can't eat fish? Is it just weird to you, or?
Yeah, just I mean, I've tried so many, and I wish there was I really do want to like it, but it always looks so nice.
But
just sorry.
I mean, like my friends, they would actually like catch fresh fish and they would like cook it up and eat it.
That's what we do. Trout, fresh trout, baby.
Fresh trout,
crabs. Crabs.
That's what I like to do. Is actually there's a bunch of fish out here. That's salmon and trout. There's brown trout out here. There's rainbow trout.
Oh man, Ray Sean's allergic to seafood.
Oh, Ray Sean's allergic to seafood.
Indigo loves sushi though.
Oh yeah, Indigo. I think I remember her telling me she likes sushi as well. But yeah, no. Back to the thing is just like I bought a $20 gift certificate for my stepmother because she likes the kimchi sushi place just down the road from her. So
what's it called?
It's called Kimchi.
Ni hao ma.
Kimchi, delicious. It's really good.
Xi Can I just do the rest of this in Mandarin? Can I just talk Chinese for the rest of this? Is that cool with you?
Hey, that's our second language out here in the western part of Canada. So people
For real?
Yeah, people are. Oh my god, like talking too much is actually making my throat hurt. Oh my god. Hopefully, I can make it through the whole show. This fucking cold is brutal, man. I'm probably gonna lose my voice by the end of the podcast or something.
That's all.
But anyways, back to the Mandarin thing. On the western part of Canada, near British Columbia, it's mostly all like second language is Mandarin instead of French.
Interesting.
So mostly the French, the second language is when you reach like mostly like Manitoba, Ontario, and then mostly the eastern part of Canada. They all speak mostly like French, especially eastern part, like New Brunswick and that. There's a lot of French out there. But once you go more out west, it becomes more Mandarin. So it's more Mandarin out here at British Columbia than the rest of the Canada. So for anybody that was unaware with that, so there's your.
Hey, they say you learn something new every day.
I hope that they're decent enough to be walking around with subtitles while they're walking on the streets. Just to, consideration and all that.
Oh man!
Say what now? What did you say?
Consideration.
I'm just reading the chat room here. I've got Indigo said that apparently your Mother's Day is in March, David.
Well, good job. I didn't miss it. I don't think I missed it. I thought it was March. I remember buying my mum some flowers and stuff.
Wow.
I just hope that wasn't last year.
Oh my god! Wow.
Oh.
They're gonna drive on by that one.
Oh,
yeah.
I really apologize for this cold. It's gonna be the most like awkward like coughing. I love coughing when I'm smoking bowls, but not when I'm sick. It hurts.
Does it feel like you got glass in your throat?
Yeah, it feels like it's like.
Now it sounds like you do for real.
Yeah, it's like now it's actually hurting to talk.
I've got something you can put in your mouth that'll clear that right up.
Let's keep it PG.
Oh man!
Come on, we're trying so hard to be family friendly, but no. How can we clean when we're all dirty minded? It's impossible.
It really is. I'm trying to be good this time. I don't think I didn't go there yet.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna make whenever we do. I think I'm gonna make some kind of new graphic where it's just like, it's like once we don't make the show PG anymore, I push this like big red button and put a big warning thing with a big graphic of like warning, spoiler word.
Wait, hold on. Are we actually PG? Is that a real thing?
No, I don't think so. I think we just do whatever we want.
Okay.
So what I've learned is I've now learned that we can actually still like keep our short clips PG, like the squirrel thing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure if the squirrel thing is PG or not, but hilarious.
That was hilarious.
People have been messaging about that for like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it's been now. I keep on getting messages about squirrels.
I think that's what Indigo suggested is we should do like some kind of game day where our next show we should just we try and pronounce different words. That's what she suggested, right? I think that's
correctly, or just attempt to.
Well, we don't have to speak accents. We just have to pronounce words the way it's said, right? I think that would be fun. Like I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't know what some words. I say a boot, right? Like I don't know.
I want to be able to say no in Australian.
I can't even
come close to.
I've got it. We should do. Dayton should be a game show host where he's like, "Can you pronounce proper English?" And he should give us give us proper English words that for us to say. We could be game contestants.
Any excuse for me to wear that paper bow tie again, and I'm down.
Okay, I'm wearing suspenders to my next one.
Oh man!
I'm bringing it back.
All right, I'll go the other way. I'm just not wearing anything.
Oh, and then I gotta bring my corn cob pipe or something like that. I've got a glass pipe, but that's like too high tech these days.
What I just found when I went to Philly.
Oh man, see that's what I like is the old school pipe.
Yeah, baby. Dude, this thing's beautiful, man.
Man, that's awesome. I love old school pipes.
I actually still had it. It is actually legit tobacco in there. It ain't
Right. Yeah. No.
Dude, I literally just got the notification that we're live.
You just got the notification?
I just got it right now.
Wow. Fucking YouTube. You're a little late to the show. What?
Ow!
Everybody still is having fun talking squirrels in the chat room there.
I lit a cigarette and forgot it.
Indigo says my hubby has a pipe like that too, right? Oh man.
They're beautiful, aren't they, Indigo? Or I'm sure he loves it.
I think everyone who smokes pipes like that have like a natural talent for solving crimes.
Of course. I just wanted to be like Columbo. Snoopy, stay. Come on, bud.
I just wanted to look old at the age of like 20 when I like started liking those pipes. I don't know why. I just like thought I was like so old school with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fan of old school things. I don't know.
I am.
I like. Are you guys a fan of like old school records?
I still got a whole bunch of records. Yeah, hell yeah.
You got some records?
Huh?
You got records on you, like old school records?
Not right there over in the.
But you own some. You said.
About 150. Technically, 5 of them are mine, and the rest are Pop's. And he was gonna ditch them. I'm like, hell no, I want them. You know what I mean? You can't. For some reason, vinyl, you get the best sound off of vinyl.
Mm-hmm. That's
it's just like CDs, just like it's just an even. There's no highs and lows. It's just an even. I mean, it sounds fine. You know what I mean? But you can't get sound like a record unless you had played an official video off of YouTube or Amazon Music Unlimited or something like that. It's about as high as
They still use vinyls, right? They still record on vinyls with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Dayton Dione, or have you like heard any?
No, but I was raised on them because I grew up listening to 60s music, 70s music. But
Beatles.
My dad had loads. I'm not sure if he still does, but he had like a huge cupboard full. But no idea.
Hey Jim. Elementary. Is that right? Did I say it right? Elementary.
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 Oh no! Oh no! A sneeze is coming, people. Oh no!
Did I get that right, buddy?
Oh my god! I hate sneezes so much. Oh my god! It's like the most painful thing I look like.
Day I will never forget squirrels and the bow tie. Mama Rock says she'll never forget squirrels in the bow tie. I don't think any of us will.
Yeah, that was such a fun episode. Yeah. So speaking of which, like, so I turn 29 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
As you can tell, I'm excited.
Hey, you're almost in the 30-something club, man.
Yeah. No, I'm. Yeah.
That's depressing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, at the age of 29, I look back at myself, what I've been doing right now, and I've no regrets. First of all, no regrets, because I became a finalist for best comedian in social media. I don't think it's like I was at the Shorty Awards, people. I don't know if people know about that, but the Shorty Awards are the best in social media. And I was up against Hannibal Buress and Mindy Kaling from the Mindy Project for best comedian in social media.
Hannibal Buress sounds extremely familiar. Why do I know that name?
Because he's been in a lot of stuff.
I guess that would be why.
Yeah, he not too many good things though. I mean, Hannibal Buress is he got really famous that year because he exposed Bill Cosby at that Philadelphia show that went viral. Bill Cosby at the time was trying to make this big comeback in comedy. Hannibal Buress went on stage and was working out Bill Cosby jokes. And he mentioned to the crowd that this guy has a history of doing this to women. And then all of a sudden, because of somebody recorded that scene of Hannibal Buress at that show. Because of that, that video went viral. And then the Bill Cosby thing came out. And that's why he won the award. So, but I was up against him for best comedian because I was voted by the audience in there.
That's awesome, dude.
So, I no regrets. I will never look back in my years for what.
Hey, Coop, can I rewind for a second?
Yeah.
You asked Day and I how our weeks were. How was yours, brother?
Yeah. You know, we never ever ask Coop how he's doing.
No, we don't. He's polite enough to ask us, and God forbid one of us would say, "Hey, Coop, how was your week?"
Well, what?
Well, we must be absolute dicks.
Yeah, we are.
No.
Damn.
I've been extremely busy, and that's why I've been kind of keeping quiet. One, I had to come back to British Columbia, so I'm no longer in Ottawa anymore. I'm back in British Columbia because it was time to renew my health card and everything. Do you guys have to renew your photo identifications from time to time and shit?
Of course, every 4 years.
Every 4 years? For me, it was 5 years. So it was just about to expire. So I took the plane back, and I was like, there was
no more Jello pudding pops. Sorry, Jim just said no more Jello pudding.
One more year, then welcome to the Dirty 30 Club. No more Jello pudding pops.
Yes, I love it.
Oh man,
sorry about that. That caught me off guard.
Sorry.
Please continue, Coop.
I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, it was. So yeah, I had to come back here, and my card started being renewed right now. So I'm waiting for that to go in the mail. So you know,
Such a fun process.
I don't have any photo identification for the next 3 weeks or something like that until it comes in the mail. So
that's all right.
Yeah. So it's just that time of the year, and so yeah, no, I got to get that done. Second of all, I had to come back to BC because there's a personal issue that I'm trying to deal with, and I'm going to bring this up on my podcast here. There is a local comedian that I used to do shows with and work with. And then randomly, I think a month ago, you guys know about the deal that happened here, right?
Yeah.
So
which one? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I got you.
This douchebag that okay, so I want to let everybody know that this guy had actually tried messaging me told me to take down a video or he's gonna take me to court for defamation.
What?
Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to do out here is basically trying to maybe solve some things or maybe call them out kind of thing. But either way, there's a lot of personal things going on with me that I just want to get out of the way done. So I don't know when that's going to take time, but I don't know if it's even going to work. But all I know is I've got a lot of personal things that I got to deal with. So,
well, from brother to brother, if there's anything they or I could do to possibly help that move along a little easier, don't ever hesitate.
Maybe a good lawyer. If anyone knows a good lawyer, that'd be nice.
You know, I would if I ever. Here we go. I'm gonna let one slip. If I ever were to go to jail or anything, I'd want to represent myself. You know, I think that'd be fun. Stupid. I'd lose and go to jail for the first time.
Well,
but no, I think that'd be funny.
I do know that the more that I let people are aware of the situation, maybe the more that people understand, maybe the more safe I'll feel from people. Yeah, but at the same time, I just don't. I don't have the money to get in trouble, people.
I don't have the.
can't.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it took money to get in trouble.
It costs money just to fucking get in trouble, man.
I never spent a day in jail because I'm broke.
Yep. I can't afford to get in trouble. You have to pay the price. Whatever you commit.
No more pudding pops. I can't get that out of my head.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's another thing. One, I'm actually looking at a new comedy scene. So I'm actually trying to move to a place called Kelowna in British Columbia. So they have a nice little comedy scene out there going. And there's this comedian I know called Tim Nutt. He's very famous out here in Kelowna.
Wait a minute, back up. Re-say that name again?
Yes, his name is Tim Nutt.
Okay, I thought I heard that right.
N-U-T-T. Nut.
Oh, okay.
Not butt. Not butt. But no.
Nut butt. Okay.
Tim Nutt is a very funny comedian. So he's one of the guys I kind of like look for inspiration wise when it comes to comedy. So I like to move out there and kind of like learn from him when he does live shows of how to get better. Kind of thing. It's me still trying to work on my set kind of thing, right? So
Jim just said a punch in the face is free of charge. Oh. I got no money. You can't arrest me.
Oh man, I can definitely feel my voice is going. But also,
Hey,
I think
you got concert voice.
Another thing I definitely want to do out here is I want to try and do a comedy show in Los Angeles. Now that I'm back in British Columbia, I can actually fly, and Los Angeles is not that far away. I can fly down to Los Angeles and do a show and back. So I just have to save up enough money to do a show out there. But
Gotcha.
I think I want to like just prove to myself that I can go to Los Angeles and do an actual like good show and put on a show for a good audience, and just prove to myself and others that just like I'm ready to take that next step with my set as a comedian kind of thing.
Honestly, dude,
You can definitely do that.
Yeah,
Definitely do that because it's in your heart, Coop. So you know,
I think it's just when it comes to a lot of the local comedians around me, I seem to not get along with them.
I imagine it's got to be an extremely competitive environment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's also other comedians that just they actually are dicks.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like they actually there are like really like, you know, some comedians are pretty big dicks out there, man. Like, well, they'll just go on stage and they'll just say like, I don't know, like what's the new word that everybody's saying? Cuck. I guess that's the new word.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think that's going to stick too long.
I don't know, but like apparently now that's apparently what a lot of comedians think is funny to say on stage. So I don't say it.
Oh, they're all doing it?
A lot of them. You know,
that's like originality, like just way out the window at this point.
That's the thing with open mic comics. I've learned now that there's nothing that it's like they're desperate enough just to work on a bunch of sex jokes. It's like nothing's original for them. So
Jim, that's exactly what I said. New York or LA? That's where you want to.
Yeah.
Jim just said New York is a city full of you know, comedians and all that. We were just talking about that before we went live.
LA, you know, you got some of the most famous comedy clubs. I want to try and do a comedy show out there at some of the comedy clubs in Los Angeles. Some of the famous ones, like Comedy Factory or something like that. There's a couple of famous ones out there in Los Angeles I want to do. Plus, I know a lot more comedians out in Los Angeles that I want to know in New York.
Do you have a valid
passport? No. No. That's the other thing I need renewed.
No, I don't. For the longest time, I was under the assumption, because apparently in Europe, they correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys can travel anywhere you want in Europe without a passport.
No, that's not right.
That's not right?
No.
Okay.
That would be like
you still need a passport.
Somebody done told me the untruth.
That would be
Yeah,
a tough thing
it's
to do.
basically we can travel anywhere in Britain because obviously it's not just England. We can still go to Scotland and Wales.
Right.
But as soon as you go overseas, you need your passport. So
Okay.
and it's all changing again because of some political bullshit, Brexit. So
Usually.
basically, Britain leaving the European Union, and God
It's
knows what
half a
happens now.
nightmare to get a passport, like originally, like just to start it. I mean, it's the questions they ask and that whole process. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my passport soon. I don't know when that's gonna be, but once I do and everything comes to the mail, I'd like to book a trip to Los Angeles and do a show out there. I just
That would be really cool.
but
You're good to go, man. You're ready. You're for sure ready, dude.
I think I am also ready to start my own like comedy show locally that I can charge people money to go to as well. So
Okay.
like I want people to understand with Patreon why I charge $5 a month for my comedy sets is because most of the time when you look around your local like whatever place you are in Philadelphia or in the UK, it's usually like $5 is usually like, there's a cover usually for people to go on shows for comedy
Sure.
clubs, right?
Sure.
And so that's basically what it is. For me, it's just for Patreon. It's just $5 a month, where you guys can watch unlimited amount of all my stand-up sets I've recorded. So
Gotcha.
So and then why not do another comedy show like a monthly thing around here where locally I am, where I can bring in maybe from Patreon we're making enough now where I can actually bring in a headliner and I can actually pay him to be at my comedy show locally, kind of.
That'd be cool.
So that's the kind of thing with me right now is I'm kind of like reconstructing what I wanted to do this year, right? So
Okay, I gotcha.
So yeah, no, it's more like a retooling thing. I don't know. It's like every time it's that time of the year now where it's like it's good to like change things up, right? So
Gotta do it. Hey, Indigo, by the way, it's funny you should mention that. Mine, when I happened to look at mine, it was going to expire in 3 days. My passport, so when I went to go get it redone, like it just was the fee. Like I didn't have to go through the whole, I just renewed it and paid, what it cost. It wasn't terrible. But if it's expired, I wish I could tell you I don't know if you got to go through that process again. I doubt it. You could probably just go renew it because, I mean, really, how much, unless you're filthy rich and just travel in the world, how often do you really look at a passport anyway? Just sits and collects dust.
man, like so here's what I was told from my father. If I still want to do this comedy thing, this was his idea. I should like get like my own like traveling trailer that I can travel everywhere, so I can do road shows and that.
Gotcha.
So
that'd be cool.
That sounds like decent advice. To be fair,
yeah.
I mean, you do enough traveling as it is, but you're like literally taking everything you've got, moving across the country, and then settling down for a bit, doing a bit, then moving somewhere else. Where that. I mean, if you think that you can cope with a life on the road, then do it. If you can, do it.
I've lived on the road basically my whole life. I've lived all across Canada, like since I was a kid.
I've been everywhere, man.
Oh, that was another idea that we brought that up. Okay, so like I wanted to bring up ideas about like podcast episodes, and one idea I had was just now that I'm in the Pacific time zone, all of us are spread out right now. Like
big time.
Dave right now is doing this in the evening, right?
Yep, it's kicking on for about 5 o'clock, I think.
Well, it's almost dinner. It's
5 after.
It's almost dinner time for you, right?
Yeah.
What do you have?
He's like, yeah. Is that foot just kicking?
What do you have for dinner tonight?
I got me some chicken.
Nice.
I had some chicken, rotisserie chicken. Is that what it is?
No, it's chicken breasts. I'm gonna breadcrumb them and maybe spice them up a little. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I make banging fire chicken, dude.
Nice. Yeah, we got a rotisserie chicken. I just make chicken sandwiches right now.
Rotisseries, that I love it. It's good, man.
Yeah, I love
perfect sizes too.
Yeah, have you guys ever like been to like some kind of like meat like show where they have slow roast a big pig or something like that?
As a matter of fact, yeah, I have a long time ago. I'll never forget that. That was really cool, actually,
Oh,
seeing
do
that.
you remember tasting how juicy the pig was
Oh my God,
afterward?
you can't beat it, man.
Yeah. I think I might have told this before on here, but I was at like a beer tasting festival, and I got as a guest, I got invited there, and they had this rotisserie pig from like 8 a.m. in the morning. It was slowly rotisserating the whole day until like 5 o'clock when it was done,
Oh man,
and it was like the most juiciest
that
pork.
must have been delicious,
It was. Oh
man.
no, check.
We good? All good?
You know what? I'm afraid to do a nose check today after having a cold with all the snot.
I got you, dude. I left my fingernail along this time, so I got you, dude.
I don't want to have a leaking. I don't want to have.
I don't want my nose to be leaking.
I don't want to break the dam. Oh man.
Oh, I don't want to break the dam.
Oh wait. Anyways, but yeah. Oh man. So yeah, Dayton, have you ever had like something like slow roasted like for a long time or anything like that?
Not so much like a pig or anything like that. Nothing so, extravagant. But
Nothing extravagant. Just like squirrel and stuff like that.
yeah, just some squirrels, some slow roasted squirrels.
Have a little swirl on top.
Love me some squirrel.
Oh man. Well, I do apologize because like today, like this cold has been kicking my ass for the last week and a half. So I'm lucky
You
enough.
want it? You taking antibiotics at least, or are you just letting it
No.
riding it out?
Just riding it out. Just
But
having
you got friggin' free insurance there. You know. Hey doc, need some antibiotics.
Yeah, I could go to the doctor, but I've been having this neocitrin tea. Ever heard of neocitrin?
No.
It's like this cold and flu tea that you drink. So it's like a medicine. It's got like medicine inside the tea already. So
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's I've been having that to try and get rid of the sore throat and that. So
and clearly it doesn't work.
No. Well, it works like temporarily when I go to sleep, and then I just wake up and I have a sore throat, and then I have it again. So, but yeah, no matter what, I'm still just trying to ride it out. But I'm having lots of lemon. Lemon's really good too.
That works, yeah.
Lemon juice. Actually, I had lemonade. I'm not sure if that helps.
Do you have a bowl or a pipe? Because that bong's got to be killing you.
I got this one. I got my little bubbler here.
There you go.
Yeah, this one.
Oh man, I missed that. See, my brother broke all my glass pieces.
Oh, your brother broke them?
All of them. That kid around glass is just.
I found like underwater. Blah blah blah.
Oh, speaking of, look.
Sound like I'm Aquaman. Blah, blah, blah.
This got some miles. I haven't used this in 10 years at least.
Wow.
And the thing though, on this it sucks because the little handle broke off. So,
wow.
From what I recall, you know how hot it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure you burn the hell out of your fingers. But I haven't used that in forever. I really don't.
At some point, it'll be used. Well, maybe. Anyways, but well, what else? What else I want to bring up on here other than? Oh yeah, we need to discuss what day of the week and what time should we do these Morning Glory podcasts now, guys?
Well, you know what? That is not up to us. I think that should be posted to chat. See what they think.
Well, first of all, I got to make sure we got to pick a day that we're all free. So, Dayton,
that's a good point.
I'm not sure what your schedule is like, but what days of the week usually work for you?
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty much free all week.
Are you free during the day?
Obviously, like when it gets later in the evening here, it becomes a bit more hectic because then I start cooking dinner, or I might have to go pick Charlotte up from work or something like that.
Right.
So when we were doing it, what was 2 in the afternoon for me, that was perfect. But if I know for certain, what time we're going to be doing it, then it shouldn't be a problem any day.
And what about Ray Rock?
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Put it this way. If and when we decide on a time, I'm just going to have to make that work. Because my day, every day, is...
busy.
Every day.
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, man. I don't even know where to start with that. But if I know a time and a day, I can do what I need to do to make that work, and just, break up an hour and a half or whatever it takes, But other than that, I rarely get to sit down and just breathe.
Well, I can tell you right now, because the summer hours, we'll put it this way. We'll make this the summer hours in the Morning Glory podcast. The summer hours, all right? Because the fact that this summer, unfortunately, I cannot no longer do the show at 9 o'clock Eastern because now I'm Pacific, and it'd be 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be 6 a.m. for you.
6 a.m. my time, and everybody's still sleeping. So you'd love to hog roast. We have down here.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. The city is full of comedians also. Yes, Jim.
Coop. My mom said drink a lot of orange juice.
Orange juice. Okay, I'll drink a lot.
You want to be more specific with that, like with extra vitamin C, or what kind of orange juice?
I'll mix. I wonder what orange juice and lemon juice mixed together would be like. Just a death. Is that a death sentence?
that was my sentence. That was my pronoun, noun, adjective, and verb, and the rest of the stuff that.
Well, so here's what usually my old schedule went by. Is Wednesdays would be open mic nights where I would travel to Vancouver and I do comedy shows.
Okay.
I can actually still be available to do the Morning Glory podcast at 8 a.m. my time, so 11 p.m. So the time that we did at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern would be perfect. If we can pick it just like throughout the week, or we could do it on weekends. So it's up to you guys. In fact, if we don't even do one on the weekend, we can always do one during the week if you guys want, right? So if we don't do a podcast on the weekend, we can always catch up and maybe do a podcast on Wednesdays. That is probably the easiest day where I can be available, because that's like Wednesdays are my free days where I work on myself and my stand-up set, and then I go and do an open mic kind of thing. So
gotcha.
So maybe I'm going to do that. Is just if we don't do a podcast during the weekend, you can always just come check us out on Wednesdays. In fact, we can actually do that. Where maybe if we could do a live show on the weekend and maybe post a replay or do a live version on Wednesdays, I can do that as well. So.
I don't know if you want to do this after or now, but you had mentioned something about almost vlogging, so to say.
Yeah, see, I'm so fucking stupid I forget half the time I'm talking about. All right, thank you so much for reminding me. Well, so what I had, Dayton, you're the first one that you'd be waking up in the morning to, right? Because you're all the way up there. So why not do like a on your YouTube channel? Just like what I used to do was just that for the Morning Glory podcast, just do like a 10-15 minute Morning Glory vlog of just you talking about how was your week kind of thing, just like the morning kind of thing, what you're gonna do kind of thing, and then
once a week type. Once a week.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna get real boring real quick if it's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, like maybe just like one.
Because I'll be just saying, look, I've got up. I need to sort the kids out. That's it, folks. Come back tomorrow.
So like that thing is just like it would give me time because we'd all be when you'd be awake for your audience, right? And then when Ray Rock would wake up, he would go live on his YouTube channel, and then we'd all join him for the Morning Glory podcast for his side, and then because I'd still be asleep, and then after he'd be done his 10-minute thing, a couple hours later I wake up and I would do mine, and it'd be like a 3-part Morning Glory vlog for all 3 of us. And then once once I would do that, I'd compile all 3 of them together into one vlog.
I like the idea of it. I want to. Let's do it. See how it turns out.
See, that's what I mean. Is like, remember how we did the Twitter choir?
Yes.
Sometimes the way sometimes doing things will help describe more instead of talking about it. so that's why that worked out kind of funny. But yeah, we should totally do another one of those, by the way.
I mean,
yeah.
You know what? That was such a perfect song to.
Thank Dayton for.
You couldn't have picked a better song. Oh man.
Oh my God! I'm almost gonna
just keep redoing that over and over again. See if we can actually get it right one of these times.
My voice is going soon, people. Like, I can feel it. I'm almost starting to tap out. Oh, but Dayton, yeah. Speaking of which, do you have any future songs that you want to do for that?
What, for the choir or just karaoke?
Yeah.
Choir.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's so many that could be really fun.
We should totally get on that.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah. So
It's the End of the World would be up there because that's one of them where they're just. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's got to be one of them deals, just so it's.
I saw a Family Guy episode when they did that song.
I remember the episode.
It was him in a car. He was like, I think he had half a stroke. Those. Oh my God! Oh jeez, that was sorry. Oh my God! Oh man. But anyways, did I miss anything else I wanted to talk about other than the fact that just we have to pick a time. So 8:00 a.m. Pacific, which means 11:00 a.m. Eastern time, seems to be a good time for us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough today. I actually was by myself to have this.
So, are we doing 2 shows a week or just the one?
It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. It's like
I said, I can make it work any way you have it. Unless,
I mean, maybe we'll do one on the weekends if we can do it. If not, then we'll do one on Wednesdays. No matter what, I feel like no matter what, I should do something on Wednesdays in the morning when I wake up. So that's why
Jim says Backstreet Boys we should do for choir and 2 shows.
Oh my God. All right, so he suggests 2 shows. All right, so what do you guys in the chat say? Do you guys like the 2 show ideas? So Wednesday mornings. Why don't if anybody's available, why don't you just come over to this channel and we can just.
These poor people got to deal with us twice a week.
I just spilled my water. Damn it.
At least it's water. You spill one of these suckers on the ground, that sucks. Here come the ants 2 minutes later.
Oh, I spilled my water so many times. But yeah, okay. So I guess that's the new format. Is mostly Wednesdays we'll be here. And I could do that no matter what, 11 a.m. Eastern, always on Wednesdays. So that's good. So we'll do that. So that
means we'll figure out the vlog thing. We'll figure that out.
Oh yeah. I'll talk about that. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of personal things during the summer that I want to work on. Including like fucking dealing with that dumbass defamation. Fuck hard. My God, out of all things, this is why I try and like being on social media gets people in trouble too often, but like I use it to brand myself and get out there more. So it's like, for a fact
Hey.
that another comedian is doing this just because he wants to protect his name is kind of stupid. So
Kind of stupid. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
I
no.
want to punch him in the throat.
I,
I'm not a violent person.
I understand that like people are really protective if they have a good paying job so they can secure and have a good paying family, right? You know, like, but if you are a public figure and you're putting your name out there for somebody to criticize you and judge you on what you're doing, then I don't understand why I didn't have the right to call him out for being a racist.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy went on stage and compared his dog to the N-word.
Jim said to tell him to kick rocks. I share his opinion.
So, I mean, it's so stupid that I just can't give my opinion on that, but it's ridiculous how people are. But yeah, happy 29th birthday to me.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Anyways, but anything else?
29.
We've come up, I think, to an hour on this show. So
Already?
yeah, I talked too much in this one because my voice sucked. But
My voice hurts. Let me talk more.
but I think we've got all the things that we need to cover, right? It's like
Think so?
Yeah, so we picked a new time that we can do it no matter what on Wednesdays. Make sure you come check us out.
So, is that like the actual, like what we're doing now? Like before it was Saturday, what, 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Now we're moving to Wednesday.
Wednesday
at 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Wednesday, 11 Eastern a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's during the week when people are available. And then when we can do one on the weekends, we'll probably do it on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern as well. I had somebody try to knock on the door here, so this dog is like trying to like wonder what's at the window. Anyways, but yeah, no, we've got anything we want to cover. Do you guys want anything else you need to get mentioned on here?
That it's pronounced squirrels.
All right.
Squirrel.
Okay, so that's what I have for our next show idea. Okay, Dayton, we got to do a game show where you got to bring a bunch of like vocabulary for us to pronounce. And me and Dayton, or me and Ray Rock are gonna like be the contestants, and we're gonna figure out who can pronounce better words.
Right.
This is terrible.
This is gonna be. We're gonna come up with a game show. We're gonna come up with theme music and everything.
Theme music. I want my own theme music when I'm walking around.
Oh yeah, I'll send Dayton some theme music. I'll make my own little custom.
Oh my God.
Anyways, but we're gonna have fun with the next show. Ray Rock, anything that we missed that you wanted to mention?
Probably. The headphone giveaway is closing out. So, Jim, if you could still hear us, I think you got a couple to catch up on. If you care to continue.
It's got over 1,000 views right now on Twitter, right?
What does?
Your video that you made for it, your second one.
It does?
When you announced it, yeah, it's got over 1,000 views, I think now.
Oh, that's news to me. Okay.
Yep. There's also what I like to do now is I'm gonna go back at some of the older episodes in the Morning Glory podcast, and I'm gonna start making a little more clips, and I'll send it to you guys in your email so you can keep that. So like the score clip, so you guys can just put that on whenever you guys want.
Dude, that was how I still can't believe. I don't even know how people are finding it and still commenting on it. Like to this, was it just 2 days ago? I seen somebody said something about it.
Believe me, I have videos that I posted last year that people are still commenting on. Like one of the videos that I have on there is probably one of the most disliked videos. It's got like 1 like and 13 dislikes. And it's basically me just calling out this tight end for the Seattle Seahawks, saying that how stupid he was for a play. I mean, I've noticed now that these little short clips actually get quite a lot of views. I actually have another clip that was actually on my Morning Glory podcast. Do you guys remember how I did a weird news episode?
I do.
So on that episode, I actually read about Sour Patch Kids cereal, and
yeah, we were talking about that, and that's
Yeah.
just, I love Sour Patch Kids, but I ain't putting them bitches in milk.
Yeah, so it's like I made a little clip of that from that episode, and it's got over 3,000 views or something like that on YouTube. So I've learned now that I need to go back at some of our older episodes that we've done and put them in little clips on YouTube and that, because it gets a lot. So I'll start. That's why I'm putting a lot more effort into these podcasts with you guys and not doing them by myself, because it's more fun and we get more views, and it's a win-win. We all have more fun.
Dude, it's always a blast doing this. It's nice just to sit down and breathe for a little bit and relax.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Chain smoke.
So I am thinking tomorrow. I am for my birthday. I'm doing like live streaming. If you guys want to jump on and do a live show together or anything like that, you guys are more than welcome to.
Sure can.
Yeah, I always try to. If I catch you, if you're live, I always try to jump in for a little bit. Just to say what's up. If
I you know what, I'd love to actually do like here's my thinking. Once a year, I like to allow people to like give me like a free roast day. You know, give me the best you got.
Hey,
give
dude,
me the best you got. Like you guys got a lot of people probably want to like say stuff off their chest at me. Come on, give me a free roasting day or something like that.
we might as well trade off on all three. Let's do it, man.
So that's what I'm thinking is maybe tomorrow, if anybody wants me on a show or anything like that, if anybody wants to do free roasting on me or anything like that tomorrow, I'll be around. I'll do some live streaming. I'll set up my donations so people can set up some roasting donations if they want. So
there you go. Hey, Coop, got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are we able to take calls or add somebody?
I mean, the only way we could take phone calls would we add somebody to this Google Hangout.
Okay. Gotcha.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw
it. I saw it. If nobody was just coming to say hello. It's just coming to say hello. That's it. That's our first guest.
Oh,
all right.
No.
So that's probably gonna get a lot of views.
Yeah.
I think we need to end it there for this podcast episode. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Coop.
And thank you all of you who have been in the chat room. Shout out to everybody. Jim says I got Hangouts. Coop set up Skype. I do have Skype. It's called Coop's Corner. You guys can just add me on Skype there. Rose Coop Day. Let's do it. Ray Sean, bring it on, brother. I know you got lots of that ready. Shout out to Linda. Coop, have a fun birthday. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you so much, Jim, for popping in here. Indigo, thank you so much as well for being my long-time fan. Yeah, sounds good to me. I'll be working on Wednesdays, so I'll listen. And all right, well, I think we've got everything settled. Wednesdays, you can find us and our new showtime, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Does that include this coming Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do that. This coming Wednesday, we'll see you guys there.
Good deal.
Episode 62. Hey, I think maybe we'll do that game show there. I don't know.
We can do that.
So we can do that. Start working on some words for us.
Yeah, I'll think of something.
I got one for you. You ready? Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Oh God.
Right. Anti-disestablishment.
That's
what?
It's in the dictionary.
I've got one for you too, Ray.
Shoot.
Spunk bubble.
S-P-O-N.
Do I have to use it in a sentence or just the word? Spunk bubble.
No, you have to use it in a sentence. Accurately.
You have to use. Oh wait, you have to use it in a sentence. I love playing with my spunk bubble in the bathtub.
That was my sentence. You stole it.
I mean, do you want me to go on? Can I order a spunk bubble with a Happy Meal?
Oh my God, I'm so doing that later. I want a Burger King milkshake and a triple.
That's a great idea for a show. We should call some random places and just places that sound funny and sound, just start having their lives.
Oh my God! You want me to actually do prank phone calls now?
Do
Oh my
it sound
God!
now.
I'm not good with prank phone calls, but if you
I'm
guys
great with
want
them
me
because
to,
I could poker face the hell out of that. Be dead serious. I laugh afterwards, but I'm good with that. I can do that.
hello, sir. I noticed that you have spunk bubbles available. Can I?
May I buy one of your spunk bubbles, please, sir?
Can I have a pipe and a crepe?
A pup and a crepe.
All right, guys. I don't want another guest showing up at this last minute. So you guys were great. Catch me
Love to the
tomorrow.
chat, yo. I love you guys. You know that.
Much love to each and every one of you for being here for today's episode, and we'll catch you at our new showtime for episode 62. Everybody, thanks for joining us, and have a great day.